Tseng is an innovator, an inspiration, and a true example of what it means to be a woman of distinction. Helping me present the awards to Tseng is Luna Angelique and Lisa Marie Rodriguez.
Good morning. Thank you so much, Habiba, and thank you so much to the entire Girl Scouts of Greater New York organization, to the board, the nominating committee, and of course Bob Ouimet for his friendship and for nominating me for this fantastic award. And I'd also like to thank my colleagues, my dear friends, my parents, my wonderful husband, the Eagle Scout, Chris Mansfield, my kids, Ben and Emily, for waking up early to enjoy this breakfast with us. Okay, got the thank yous out of the way. So my family moved to Queens in 1976, where we lived in a series of small to less small to slightly big apartments before my parents purchased their beautiful home in the promised land of Bergen County, New Jersey, where they still live today. And while I loved that beautiful, shiny house, having my own room, the ping pong table in the basement, my favorite childhood memories are actually from around 1979 to 1980, when I was in the 3rd or 4th grade, and I'd like to share one with you. My parents worked in their wholesale jewelry store 6 days a week. On Saturdays, they closed their shop early, and my sisters and I knew to expect them home by around 4 o'clock. We would do chores on those Saturday afternoons, laundry, vacuuming, cleaning the bathroom. But on Saturday mornings, we could watch as much TV as we wanted without any interference. And we had a routine. We would gather together in the living room, and each sister would offer up whatever was left of her respective allowance that week. Sometimes we had a few dollars. Sometimes we had as much as $5 or $6. But the total amount never really mattered because our plan was surprisingly adaptable, a feast of distinctly non-Korean food. Oh, no, we ate well, and we ate generally pretty healthy during the week. My mom would always make some very nutritious, nourishing fish or chicken dinner, and in the mornings before she left for work, and my eldest sister, Myung, would reheat it for dinner along with a fresh batch of rice that she intuitively put on the stove after school. And when my parents got home from work, we always sat for a proper family meal at the kitchen table. But on Saturday mornings, you'd find 3 little Korean girls striding to the Met food right around the corner from their apartment on Van Cleek Street. Grasping the quantity of dollars, we would fill our shopping basket with some combination of Chef Boyardee ravioli, Campbell's chicken noodle soup, poppy seed rolls, a 1/4 pound of bologna, potato chips, and if we were really splurging, we'd go to the Royal Deli next door, owned by a kind Polish family, and we'd buy meat patties, which we slathered with mustard and ketchup while we watched cartoons and feasted in the living room, where we were not supposed to be eating. Sisterhood is powerful. And while I didn't have the opportunity to be a Girl Scout myself, I understand the magic of sisterhood. In just this one memory alone, I can see the lessons that I learned very clearly. I learned how to share. I learned how to budget. I learned how to negotiate because I always wanted the canned ravioli, but I couldn't always get my way. I learned how to find joy. And I learned what it means to cover for one another when Mom found crumbs in the sofa cushions. These lessons, sharing, budgeting, negotiating, being joyful, and taking responsibility for one another. These are the lessons that I learned from my sisterhood, and these are the foundation lessons for my leadership today, and I have my sisters to thank for that. I'd like to encourage all the Scouts in the room, throughout your lives, to thank your sisters. Feast with them, cover for them, share and celebrate them, because the magic of sisterhood is real. I am a woman of distinction today because my parents gifted me with sisters who showed me the way. I'd like to thank my biological sisters and the hundreds of sisters I've met and feasted with along the way. I'm grateful for all of you. Thank you.